Hey everyone, I'm here to do the Holly Jolly Christmas tag that has been going around on YouTube. I first watched this one with the lovely bag lady and I thought it was great idea, and it was posted on the Sensible Mama Chanorama, which I will link down below as well. So I thought it'd be fun to give this a go. There are 20 questions and it's all to do with Christmas and how you like to celebrate or things like that. So the first question is my favorite Christmas movie. Growing up, my family always watched the Christmas Vacation movie. It was a tradition. We always watched it. Hilarious. I still love that movie. I'm actually finding this year, when we're going back and watching Christmas movies, that the movies made in the 90s are actually much better than the ones made now when it comes to Christmas. So I do love the Christmas Vacation. I also love the Santa Claus. If you're looking at movies more designed for children, that movie is fantastic. It's funny, it's cute, it's touching. Are you on the naughty list or the nice list? Well, that's kind of a very specific answer. I think I'm more on the nice list than the naughty list. There's probably some things this year that I could have done a little better. But as far as if I had to be judged one way or the other, I would say probably the nice list. Show us an embarrassing Christmas photo. I don't have an embarrassing Christmas photo. I was looking through photos today to try to find one. I do have a little video that I did with my daughter last year, which I will play for you. There goes. I wouldn't say it's embarrassing, but it's kind of, it's cute. So cute embarrassing. So that's as good as I've got. We don't really do Christmas parties. I haven't really been in a full-time job for a while. And in Australia, I don't think unless you're in like an organization, the Christmas party thing doesn't really get crazy over here, as far as I've experienced anyway. Have you ever had a white Christmas? I have actually had several white Christmases. I grew up in Australia and it is summer in Christmas, so I didn't grow up with white Christmases. What we would do, we would have our seafood and our cold kind of ham Christmas dinners, and then on the day after Christmas, which is called Boxing Day over here, we would traditionally go to the beach. So it's completely different to what you guys in the States would experience. When I met my husband and moved to America, the first year I was there, it was when I first really experienced snow and a white Christmas. And I was really excited about the snow and I thought it was awesome. And I really enjoyed having a white Christmas. But having lived in a place where it snows every year, I got over that pretty quickly. Mainly because where we lived in Virginia, they didn't really prepare or do anything for the snow. So it would snow a couple of inches and they would like close the school down. It was a little bit silly. They wouldn't really stop the roads. The one place I did live with that I really enjoyed Christmas in the snow was in Rhode Island, and mainly because they actually prepared for everything and they took care of everything, and it was just more of an enjoyable experience because you could go out and actually do things. But I have had a white Christmas, and now I think about Christmas, I do think of white Christmases, even though I'm back here and I have to go back to summer and the beach and things like that. Do you start your Christmas shopping on Black Friday or wait until the last minute? Well, we don't really have, we kind of have Black Friday over here. It's weird, like they have Black Friday sales, even though there's no Thanksgiving. I guess I start a little bit after Black Friday. I have finished Christmas shopping and it's a week before Christmas. So I think I'm pretty organized, but I hate the shops at Christmas time. I find people are mean, they're rude, it's too busy. I try to have the Christmas spirit and be nice to people, but you do kind of get shoppers being a little bit rude, and also people in stores and in cafes and things are not in the best mood either. So I kind of avoid the shops during Christmas time if I can. So yeah, I have already done all my Christmas shopping, so I guess I started a little bit after Black Friday. If you could be in any Christmas movie, what would it be? Probably the Santa Claus, because I just think that's such a magical idea for Christmas, and going to Santa's workshop and meeting all the elves and the reindeers. I just think that would be a really cool place to be if I had to be in any type of movie for Christmas. Name all of Santa's reindeer. Well, if I sing the song, say Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen, Comet and Cupid and Donner and Blitzen, and then there's Rudolph. So having children, you kind of get to know all the reindeer names. When does your family put up your Christmas tree and who decorates it? We usually do it the first week of December. I had to wait a little bit this year because my husband was away for the first of December, so we waited until that weekend, and my kids just asked me all week to do the Christmas tree, so we finally did it. Actually everybody decorated it this year. I post a little video of us decorating the tree on my channel. If you want to check that out, I'll put the link above. My husband put the lights on and got all that situated, and then the kids just went crazy with the decorations. It's behind me right here. It's a little bit of a mishmash of stuff this year, mainly because our cat keeps getting into it and pulling stuff off, and I'm just kind of like plopping it back on. But yeah, we all kind of get into decorating the Christmas tree, and I like to put on Christmas music when we do it too, so that kind of makes it more in the spirit of things. Is your Christmas tree real or fake? This one is fake, and we've had this one for about 5 years since we got here. I did get a real Christmas tree in the States when I was first over there with my husband, and it was such a cool experience. I still remember it, going to the Christmas tree farm and picking it out, and at the time we had a Mini Cooper, so we had to strap it to the roof of the Mini Cooper, and I still remember that, and I remember the smell of it, and it was lovely to have a real tree. But then you've got all the things like the needles falling off and the cat drinking the Christmas water and puking everywhere. And then getting rid of the tree after Christmas. Where we live, they didn't have the best disposal system of the trees. So when we came over here, we just got a fake tree, and it kind of looks real. So it works for us. So yeah. Okay. Peeking at gifts or be surprised. Well, most of the time being the mum, I kind of am the one that does a lot of the Christmas shopping and stuff, so I do get surprised. My husband does surprise me, but he doesn't put the gifts for me underneath the tree. So, or if he does, I try to leave it. I try to be surprised. I don't really want to peek at it, because most of the time I'm buying things for myself, and I say, well, that's my Christmas present, and I kind of know what it is, but then he always surprises me with something. So I do like the surprise rather than peeking. Show us your ugly Christmas sweater if you have one. I don't have an ugly Christmas sweater. It's not really a thing over here because it's not winter, so we don't have ugly Christmas sweaters. I don't even think we even have ugly Christmas shirts. So yeah, sorry about that, guys. I don't have an ugly Christmas sweater. First of all, they're called jumpers over here, so no jumpers for the summer. It's way too hot. It's already like in the 30s, which is what's 30 degrees, like 80s, 90s in Fahrenheit. So yeah, no sweaters for me. Sorry. If you could be under the mistletoe with anyone, who would it be? Of course my hubby. He's the only one I want to smooch on Christmas. I don't smooch anybody else. Not even any good looking, celebrities or anything. I'd rather just give my hubby a kiss under the mistletoe. Does your family have a special holiday recipe you like to make? Well, my nan used to make really good trifle, so I probably should try to do that. My husband has taken up making deviled eggs, and everybody loves these deviled eggs. I'm not really a cook. I like baking and stuff like that, but my husband's really the better cook, so he does a lot of the Christmas cooking and even the regular cooking. So those are probably the two recipes that I would like to kind of replicate. Are you a pro present wrapper, or you fail miserably? I think I'm pretty good at wrapping. I've always done the wrapping growing up in my family. I was always the one who wrapped all the presents. I kind of like wrapping the presents. I try to do it gradually so that I don't have it all to do on Christmas Eve. So I think I do an alright job. I'm not professional. I don't have all the pretty bows and ribbons and things, but it doesn't look like I just kind of like wrapped it around with paper and, put tape on randomly. So I'd say I'm a pretty good Christmas wrapper. Have you ever gone Christmas caroling? Yes, as a child, I used to go all the time in my street. That was back when it was a little safer to go Christmas caroling. I have never actually had anybody, since I remember when I was a kid, come up and Christmas carol at our house, ever. I don't think, yeah, but we did go to the Christmas carols at church. Does that count? Christmas caroling there? I really enjoyed it. It was really fun. It was nice singing all the Christmas songs, but I have gone in the past when I was little, and I remember I think there was 4 of us and I was the only girl, and it was fun, so I have gone. What tops your tree? Well, a kind of funky looking star tops our tree. Because it's a fake tree, it's really hard to kind of bend over. You gotta bend it in half and stick something on there. This is the first year we've actually had anything top our tree. And my dad was determined to get it to work, so he put the star on this year. Do you make New Year's resolutions? Do you stick to them? I try, but I think the New Year's resolution thing is a little kind of pointless. So many people make them and they hardly ever keep them. I think if you make realistic Christmas New Year's resolutions, it's a little easier. Like if you say, and I've done this, I say, well, I'd like to spend more time with my children, and that's something that is attainable, right? Most people kind of think, I want to lose 20 odd kilos, or I want to do whatever, and then it never happens because it's not something that is realistic. I might trade it. Well, this year I'd like to make a New Year's resolution to again spend more time with my kids and just be there more in the moment. But that's something you have to remind yourself all year round. So if you can be granted one Christmas wish, what would it be? Well, this year would be to have my mum with me, because she did pass away before Christmas, and I kind of felt like she was going to. I was kind of prepared for that to happen. But if I had a Christmas wish, I would love her to be here with us. She's going to be here in spirit, of course, but physically here, because this is the first Christmas without her, and it's hard. It's hard on everybody, the kids, my dad, me. So if I had a wish to have her here and I could have that granted, that would be amazing. So there you go. So there's all the Holly Jolly Christmas questions. So hope you guys enjoyed that, and you have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year if I don't do any more videos before then, and I'll see you next time.